If you're wondering if this is for you and you tried many other ways and you don't know what the hell to do, this is something else. And this is something else in a profound way. And if you get through this and understand the basic of this, you'll have a hell of a lot of more self-confidence to know where to go. This is not a huffy-puffy, like, just try something. This is not shit on the wall. This is the power that you need to go to the next level, but you need to be ready. You cannot get in here and want to play with the big boys, and then you are basically a child.
Give a little introduction into who you are, your business, where your business is at.
So my name is Sven André Reitan. I'm a Norwegian dude that lives in a place called Drammen, and I have a business that's doing 700K pounds a year. We are currently at 3 staff, and we are doing HVAC and plumbing, specialist in industrial buildings.
Before we work together, walk me through a typical day. That could be, the physical day, what was going on physically, what was going on mentally, whatever you're called to sort of explain. What did your life or business look like before we worked together?
My life before we started to work together was chaotic. 2 kids, wife, having a house that you are making up. It's a small farmhouse with a lot of things that need fixing. So it was a lot of pressure at the same time, making a business that is quite young, like into the 2nd year in growth, trying to do that additionally with employees, making the house, taking care of your kids and your wife, and hopefully have some friends at the end of the day. After the course, I guess it's much the same things, but it's way better to do that when you have clarity on what to do. It's less searching for what to do. There's more clarity about this is best practice of what to do, and getting a better foundation of who I am and how that works.
Would you say before we did the work in the boot camp that the biggest frustration was that? I mean, what was that biggest frustration for you?
Clarity, lack of clarity. The mindset was already about, I'm gonna make this one way or another. I either die or I succeed.
You had that already. Yeah.
Yeah, I had that already. Like that was set in stone. There's no other option for me. So I know I'm gonna succeed or I'm gonna die. Succeeding with my mental fortitude and health, that is great. I'm feeling like I already feel blessed. But then was like, how the hell did I take a little bit? Where am I supposed to go? Where am I? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Figuring that out and putting it better on the map and talking back and forth with you and figuring like, hey, I want to do this and I'm here. And then you're pointing to like, I'm probably over there. Like this is the place where you are, as what you're describing. And if you want to go to that place is not there, it's over here. And you need to take this steps first. So if you're going to the top of the mountain, knowing which side to go up, and somebody has gone there before, that has been key. I think that is like a lot of the key.
What finally made you say, right, I need to change and I'm going to jump into this with James? What was that? Was there something, or was it a few things added onto, like on top of each other, or was there one moment that was like, well, I need to make this change? Or
I was always searching for what to do, and you were saying that you potentially had something that could like pinpoint that out, and the curiosity combined with potential solution made that like, yeah, let's do it.
right,
Yeah,
right time.
yeah, right place and timing, and of course already being on look for better information, and of course there is so much information out there, and I probably had in like partly indigestion of where to go because there was so many paths to take and so many teachers out there, and I was trying to hold to some, but knowing that I always learn the best when I'm with somebody, already knowing that that's kind of the way I learn from humans, not bots. And with those, I knew that I needed something. And you made a pretty strong case on that this is different. What made me decide was that I was looking and you had a solution that made perfect time and sense. And it was like it fitted with the timing and everything at the point where I was. And the second was that like what it gave me was clarity. A lot of clarity. And now I'm still executing on a lot of the things, but it's definitely going in the right direction.
When we first went through the program notes, I don't know if there was anything that sort of stood out specific, or how did that make you feel going through what I'd come up with?
This is numerology. It was the hardest pill to swallow because it wasn't the narrative that I was used to. And it was the part that I wasn't familiar with already. That was definitely the hardest part to figure what the fuck to do with. But I was already aware of the existence, and I think the way you explained it, and I summarize this in basically, what if, like just the thought of what if the world has energies that makes you like the way you are. It's because of these reasons, like mathematics. If you calculate this, you get like 1 + 1 = 2. And seeing it from that perspective, it became clear that, hey, this has potential, and it gave me the opening for giving it a shot, giving it a try to like look into numerology and seeing how that could affect me. And so much of it was so on point. It was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. I'll take this pill.
Yeah. Because it did align, right? You came to me, there was a theme was about systems and building systems and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And with your numbers, we worked out that you were in a 3 moving into a 4, right? If I'm not mistaken. 3 into 4 is about expansive, holding space for business growth, which is 3, to then move into a year 4, which is a reflective year of building structure and systems. So intuitively, you felt the numbers, what you hands to work with. But then it's like I said the numbers, and this is where you are. You're like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling. And that's how I always use numerology. What was the biggest obstacle that you hit along the way? Was there anything that was quite hard for you? Was that a physical thing or a mental thing?
The biggest challenge and the biggest thing, obstacles that was through the course was getting time to digest it, not just like looking at it, but actually like the worksheet, working through it and actually making my own version of it so it sticks for me. It's something that I actually use.
What was the biggest shift?
There's one that goes beyond all the others, and that's the one about my conscious patterns about money.
Yeah.
That is the one that goes up way beyond everything else. That's the one. Like everything else is weak compared to like my internal traumas about money and having a bad connection, like a bad trauma towards money, and the process about sales and prices that has made me fluctuate, and like being aware of how far away I was from where I thought I was on that point was so pivotal. It was so pivotal. And I think that was one of the like starting to mend more on that part of focusing on like money is the greatest tool of all times and not seeing it as a dangerous poison. That was the one.
I know it's not been too long since we started, but that was the internal shift. Was there any external wins on the outside in the business?
There is shifts and there's things that are getting in place, but those are so fundamental that those are the systems and processes that is in place to make everything else fly. I'm a guy that does like I plateau for a very long time on different places. It doesn't matter where in life. It's like many people go like slowly like this, but I go like this, and then I go straight up. Then I continue. And now, like in the business, you cannot see in the numbers. It's barely any difference in the numbers. Like we've been out of a drought, and I now know how to take that from where it is and understanding the concept of what the people that I'm talking to need and how to make it to that place and how to now using the network that I had and seeing like, hey, I deliver this. This is how I deliver it. This is the exclusive version of that. And if you want to, I'm here. Like we can create business for you.
There wasn't that clarity, was there, when you first, or was there was a shift there?
It was a shift there. Like somewhere around in the last 8 weeks, it's been the realization like, hey, this is what the customer needs, and if I can always deliver this. It doesn't matter where I am. I can always deliver this, and I'm shit at delivering this.
What is life like today for Sven? How are you feeling mainly now that you've got that clarity and stuff?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling more great. I was great. Now I'm still great. I'm great. I'm still great. But I'm great with more clarity.
Do you think this has changed you as a person? Not just your results.
Everything does. Yeah. This is one of the things that made me more clear, that makes me more, it's like a drawing. You're more putting more color on the edges because now you know how that is supposed to be. Now you can have more on the shade on this side. It's made more clarity, more in this direction.
What would you say to someone who may be sitting on the fence, who may be where you were before, who may be hesitant or unsure if it's worth it or not sure if it's for them? What would you say?
If you're wondering if this is for you and you tried many other ways and you don't know what the hell to do, this is something else. And this is something else at a profound way. And if you get through this and understand the basic of this, you'll have a hell of a lot of more self-confidence to know where to go. This is not a huffy-puffy, like, just try something. This is not shit on the wall. This is the power that you need to go to the next level, but you need to be ready. You cannot get in here and want to play with the big boys, and then you are basically a child. True reflections of you are through your actions.